Brett Kavanaugh has drama. Of course, 2 more women have come forward to say that he sexually harassed them, assaulted them. The New Yorker dropped a bombshell report last night with details of one woman who said when he was in college, of course, he shoved his penis in her face. She pushed him away. He is blasting what she had to say, saying it is an absolute lie. He's going to be actually talking to Martha McCallum on Fox News, him and his wife tonight for an exclusive interview. And Republicans have made it clear they are moving forward. This is a quote here from Mitch McConnell. Here we go to my iPad. This is from Politico. Quote, I want to make it perfectly clear. McConnell declared on Monday, Judge Kavanaugh will be voted on here on the Senate floor, up or down on the Senate floor. This fine nominee to the Supreme Court will receive a vote in this Senate in the near future. So, go to our panel here. Look, I mean, obviously, they are accusing Democrats of trying to stall this. Dr. Ford is going to be testifying on Thursday. You have this allegation being made here. There are Democrats who are saying that this cannot move forward. The question then becomes, will Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee, will Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona, will you see Senator Susan Collins, Senator Lisa Murkowski say, no, there needs to be an investigation here. Eugene, you're a Republican. What do you think happens?
Brett Kavanaugh definitely earned his nasty award. I mean, he definitely earned this nasty award. Like he earned, like he's getting up there. He may be up there in the nasty award Hall of Fame. I don't understand what it is the white dudes in their whip out game. I just don't understand it. I'm being honest about it. I mean, it was a Harvey Weinstein thing. You know, I don't
Harvey, Charlie Rose, Louis C.K.
This was the whip out game. I'm sorry. Like Kavanaugh definitely earned his nasty award. But being on a very serious tip, on a very serious note.
No, you didn't say that.
On a very serious note.
He did.
The thing is this.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. The thing is this.
None.
The thing is this. There are other witnesses that corroborate Ford's story. Her therapist and the polygraph.
Right.
In this second instance, there are witnesses that are corroborating this story. The hearing for Thursday, there should be more than just Kavanaugh and Ford speaking. I actually think that Mitch McConnell is wrong, and he does not have the votes, or may be pleasantly surprised when he takes this vote that the vote probably will fail. I don't think, I still...
You think so?
I think so. And I'll say this, I don't think Susan Collins is going to be the one that flips. I mean, I also think activists are going about it the wrong way in dealing with Susan Collins. She's not the type that caves to quote unquote, massive outside pressure. She's,
But here's the deal, though. But the reality is, pressure matters, and so
I agree
because here's the deal. What happened was she made a comment that she wasn't getting phone calls.
Yep.
And folks were like,
okay.
okay, all right, boo, we can handle that. And so you begin to have that as well.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is again, everybody's focusing on the 2 pro-choice Republican senators. Mm-hmm. This, to me, is one of those cases where you have 2 retiring senators who have talked a whole lot of trash, who, if they had the guts to do what McCain did when it came to the health care bill, say, you know what, all y'all can go to hell and vote no. Mm-hmm. And this is where, here's my issue with Jeff Flake, okay? And I remember when I was on ABC This Week, and everyone was talking about, Jeff Flake and his great speech he gave. And I said, I don't give a damn about no speech he gave, because that's what he does. Jeff Flake is flaky.
Yes, exactly.
He gives these speeches, and he'll comment on Twitter, and he'll talk about, it's a shame, and then he will go right along and vote along with Trump. He's on the Judiciary Committee. He's on the Senate Judiciary Committee. He has a vote. Ben Sass of Nebraska, same thing. Talk a good game, go right along. And so the question is, will they have the guts to say, I'm not going to sit here and support this?
I don't know, because I think it's interesting, the point you made. If McConnell can say to the White House, look, I did everything I could, put the vote up, and it went down. See, then he can say to the president, I did everything I said I would do. I'm sorry it didn't work. Now you got to send your next nominee, and I got to tell you, it's going to happen after the midterm.
But he also told Trump not to nominate Kavanaugh.
He did.
He's like, this is going to be a little tough one.
The other thing is this. I think strategy-wise, if I'm on the other side of the aisle, right, and I say, okay, I need to kill this vote, I don't think I go after. I'd say don't go after Collins or Murkowski. If this is becoming
okay, go after who?
If this is becoming a moral issue, I go after my moral senators. You know, I go after Langford. I go after Scott. I go after people. I go after the folk that have.
Go after who?
I said I go after Langford. I go after Scott. I go after the folk. I go after Ruby. I go after the folk that have made their.
They ain't gave a damn about no morals.
Thank you.
I go after the people that have made the moral hill the one.
No, they haven't.
Y'all ain't got a moral hill. That's your problem.
And go ahead.
You don't have a moral hill. That is your problem. Here's the issue. They don't give a damn about women. Okay. They have made a deal with the devil, who happens to be residing at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and they want to get someone on the court who is an activist, who will strike down Roe, and Trump wants to get someone on the court that's going to protect him if the Mueller investigation actually implicates him.
Lindsey Graham.
So that is why they are trying their hardest to push this man through.
Lindsey Graham, quote, "In my view, the process needs to move forward with the hearing Thursday and a vote in committee soon thereafter." They don't care. This is pure power.
Yeah. But it's power that the president, I hate to even call him the president, 45.
Or Agent Orange.
But anything but the president, is he has punked these folks. He's just flat out punked them. And I don't even.
Which I don't understand. I mean, what possibly can he do to you as a senator?
Easy. Because they also want power.
Yeah.
They are afraid of him tweeting against them. They are afraid of him doing what he did to McCain, trashing him in rallies. They are scared to death.
Yeah.
They are unwilling to stand before him and say, "Go to hell," because the reality is the right-wing Republican base, they are perfectly aligned with Donald Trump.
I agree.
And they don't, like, for instance, Jeff Flake, as opposed to it, here's my deal, okay? I'm not going to run from a fight. As opposed to announce, well, look at the poll, I'm not going to run. I'm going to say, no, damn you, I'm running.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all defeat me, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stand before you and kick your behind every single day and say, how dare you question my Republican credentials? But no, he ran from a fight. He was scared of losing. And that's the problem.
And
they are scared of losing.
That was the beauty of McCain. If that was the beauty of McCain. In 2016, they said, okay, McCain, you are a rhino. You were, you're X, Y, and Z. And they ran Kelly Ward against him. And McCain said, well, you want to fight? I'll give you a fight. And he torched him.
No, but remember, McCain aligned with a bunch of the Tea Party folks. I mean, he went further to the right because he also was afraid of losing. My point is this here. If you have conviction, if you have principles, if you have integrity, you look them in the eye and say, you're not going to somehow change my views.
That's why I don't understand. These folks were in office before Trump was elected. So they have their own basis. What are they afraid of? That's what I don't get.
He controls the party.
They're afraid of getting primaried. He has. What happened was they made a deal with the devil.
Right.
Under the previous administration, they sort of fanned the flames of the Tea Party movement. They played into racism. They moved this birther theory all over the place. They were overtly racist to the Obama family, and then they grew this flame that they were unable to keep under control. And they created the perfect scenario for the racist in chief to come up and snatch their party out from under them, and now they don't have anything to do to be able to take it back.